the intro to the next video in the Wheelhorse series. At the minute we're trying to get the engine running, so let's see how this goes. Don't forget, like and subscribe. So we've got it all rigged up with the original fuel tank precariously balanced on a table saw and with the ratchet strap around it, and then we've got a couple of batteries down there that are just sort of jumped together, and then lots and lots of cables. A little switch panel, but the push button switch doesn't work, we've found out, so I'm just touching the cables together because that does the same thing. That'll be perfectly safe.
Light off, yeah.
Right, so it's definitely a fueling issue. So it's over fueling. I wouldn't say it's over fueling.
No, fuel
because it's adding fuel in it and it fired. So
Yeah, but it'll probably be less with that than what that's put in.
I think him spraying it directly into the cylinders more than it will inject in there.
So if we open the fuel line back up, and then he sprays a little bit into the car, and then see if it'll start. Because if it starts, it might just pull more through. Yeah.
Firing. Alright, so
Needs more fuel.
yeah, we're fueling this year, isn't it?
I'll put that up higher. So if you want that,
And spray fuel then.
Just hold it over there, just see him face anyway.
What are you doing? When the water moves, it shakes. There's water in there.
Ready, have it?
oh, that's that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Firing.
You might not be firing fast enough, you know, as well.
Yeah. Firing.
Do we want to clean that spark plug that was on that side?
So
Okay,
you did
man.
wire brush it, didn't you?
Yeah, but it was really black when we took it back out.
Alright. You can take it out and just check it's sparking. It's one bit on your head as well.
I think that was mine for yesterday.
Thanks,
Probably
gorgeous.
still something
For better focus. And that was more consistent as well, weren't it?
Are we good?
Happy?
Yeah.
Firing.
Yeah.
Well, that works.
Yeah. Well done, Harry.
Cool.
Firing.
Yeah, go for it.
Idled alright, didn't it?
Idle's fine, yeah. Like, to be fair, it's not going to be right because it's got no exhaust on it, is it?
We just got it running, as you saw. Very loud, lots of fire and flames and stuff, but it works, it idles, and it does all the stuff it's supposed to do, which is a result. After a lot of messing around and finding out that the HT leads were on the wrong way around, and a few other little bits and bobs, so we've got it sussed now, so we can put it all back together properly now. So with the engine running now, and we know it works and everything, we're just trying to dial everything in and get it done right. So Harry's cracking on with the wiring again, trying to make that all nice and routing everything nice and mounting a bunch of other bits and bobs, which I'll show you in a minute. I have tried to do something with an exhaust. There's not a stack of room, so the exhaust comes out here for one cylinder and then down here for the other cylinder, and I've basically used the existing manifold pieces and just shortened them to try and get in a bit of a bend that will fit in there. And the plan was just to have them coming outside and that's it, done. The front one will be alright, the back one should be far enough away from body parts to be okay. There's just a few other bits and bobs. 3D scanned up the carbs, and then 3D printed this fitting here so that we can stick a cone filter on there. I've just got to do the other side, but yeah, just 3D scanned the filter housing, the original filter housing, and then drew it on the computer, and then knocked that up and 3D printed it. After we got the engine running and stuff, we had all of the harness sort of mounted externally so that we knew that everything was connected right, and that the engine would actually run. So what I've done since then is labelled everything so we know where it goes, disconnected it all, and then tried to sort of route it a little bit more neatly. We've got an actual motorcycle battery now rather than running the 2 car batteries in the jump pack that we had. So just mounted that there, so that'll sit underneath the seat. A couple of the control boxes and like the fuse box and the starter relay are going to be in here. Cut a hole in the firewall just to pass the harness out, and then that'll all connect up to the engine properly. Just don't want anything that's going to rub through those hoses, that's all. Because I can get it to land right on the existing engine mount. And then this side, if we extended it, we could do the same. A couple of things, we need to get the bonnet to stay down. So we need a way of fixing that down, and then Harrison needs some mounting points for coil packs. So we're just trying to figure out what's good and what's not, and then that's what holds it. That's what it sits on. So I was going to make something that came out like that, like weld on an extra piece for it to slot into. But it don't need to be that complex really. So we're pressing on as much as we possibly can, which is why we're not doing so much detail on the filming and stuff, because Mudbillys is not that far away now, so we want to get this done and out the door so that we can actually make it to the event. Again. Boom! One side done, and I've done your little bracket for you.
For me?
Yep.
Thanks.
Oh my god! The pressure I'm on film! Guys. So done my little bonnet latches there. How do you reckon the drawing?
Don't mind me.
So yeah, done my little bar clips there, one on either side, and then just give it a really good pull and maybe get some tools. Don't want it falling off, do we? Just like that. So I've done the mounts for the bonnet, and then a couple of mounts for the coil packs or leads or whatever you want to call them that motorbikes have, to mount them up there, and then Harry can crack on with the rest of the wiring. Should have put a 300 TDI in it.
Only got one wire.
Quack, quack. one's longer. That'll be the hot one.
What are you doing?
Getting oil everywhere. Making a mess. We're stripping down the gearbox and making a mess everywhere. So this is an open diff inside there, which is great, but not for what we want it for. We need both wheels to be turning together so you actually get somewhere, because otherwise we'll just end up with a one tyre fire everywhere, and that won't be any fun.